Welcome back. Another episode of Two in the Cooler, folks. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you following us on Instagram and Twitter at Two in the Cooler and subscribing to the YouTube page where we've got the full episodes, all kind of great highlights on there. Best way to experience the podcast. We appreciate you guys for doing that. And this is an episode you're going to want to tune into for sure. Sitting down with two of Ivy League's finest, two guys that I could not wait to sit down and talk to, some really, really talented dudes. They were awesome to hang out with. But before we get into that, you know what's going on. I have to tell you about Instacart. How many times have you opened the fridge and there's nothing you want in there? Or there's nothing in there. You forgot to go to the grocery store. Oh my gosh, now I'm sitting at home. I got my comfortable pants on. All right, I'm watching the Vampire Diaries or whatever you're putting on Netflix. I'm not going out to the grocery store. I don't have time to do that. Relax. You don't have to. Make your life a little bit easier with Instacart, okay? With Instacart, you'll get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your door in as little as 1 hour. And the best part is right now, Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $35 or more. Forget the grocery store. It's a terrible place. I hate going to the grocery store, and I know I'm not the only one, so just forget about it. Relax. You don't need to be wandering through the aisles. You don't need to watch people fucking banging their carts into each other and it's like a monkey cage in the grocery store, just eyes darting and no one looking at each other. All they're trying to do is get peanut butter and they turn into fucking animals. Avoid all of that. Start using Instacart. Get free delivery on your first order of $35 or more. Just use the link in the show description and get yourself that deal. And while you're in the show description, you can check out the other link for our merch. That's right, Two in the Cooler merch, baby. Top of the line, super high quality, feels so comfortable. You're gonna love it. We got logo merch, we got hashtag pizza tipping, Matt Can't Read shirts, and of course the summer line PTP. There we go. PTP, protect the prostitutes. It's a summer line. Tank tops, t-shirts, whatever you need. We got all kinds of great stuff on there. We've got mugs, we've got stickers. It's a great way to help support the show, and it's awesome, seeing people, tagging us and using this stuff. It's really exciting, and we love to use the teespring.com because that's where we get the really quality t-shirts and things, because I hate when you order something, right, and it doesn't fit well, it feels awkward, and then you wash it and it completely shrinks. It's terrible. You don't have to worry about that when you order from us. teespring.com/store/Two in the Cooler. Link is in the show description. Thank you guys for doing that. All right, that's enough out of me. I'm just rambling on over here. Enjoy the episode. I know you're going to, because I really did. Thanks for listening, folks.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Boom. There we go. Making it happen. We got Mikey, we got Tim of Ivy League, Clarence Tompkins, Mikey Gold, Salo. I can't believe you guys are here. I'm excited. I've wanted to talk to both of you for a long time. I was just complimenting Tim about how goddamn funny he is in the vlogs that you guys do, which are fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
But the way that in the last one you guys did, or the last one, that you were able to capture the movements of influencers or whatever was crazy.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Clarence Tompkins back at it again with
the hands. It's all in the hands, and it's so awesome. And Mikey, you are some kind of extraordinary person.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I don't know how to take a compliment.
Well, I get it. It's weird, but so you just put out the 2 singles.
Yep.
Helping Voices, and they're unbelievable. And you produced them, I imagine?
Oh, no.
No.
Okay. That was all you?
All the Clarence Tompkins stuff is just me.
Wow.
And then same with you with the Salo stuff.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the Ivy League stuff, too, is you.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing that really struck me about the new singles is because you put out the album Temptations, right? That was last year.
Yeah.
With these new singles, I'm like, this is a fully formed artist. Now if you played the tidbit of a song, I would be like, this is a Clarence Tompkins song. Like, I know what a Clarence Tompkins song sounds like. And it's
That's like the
fucking
best compliment.
unbelievable. Well, it's I listen to the songs so many times, man. I listen to them so many times. It's a long drive from here to Rochester. I listen to them a lot. But it reminds me a lot of like when Nate put out Tokyo recently, right?
Yeah.
And that one you did produce.
Yes. Yeah.
When I heard that song, it was the same thing. I was like, oh, now, like the first second of that song, even if I didn't know that it was Nate Spanish, I would be like, this sounds like a Nate Spanish song.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah, I feel that way too about Nate, and especially the Salo stuff too.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
stuff,
for sure.
Like, so different from anything else. I mean, different from stuff that we do together as a group, especially, and then different from, I guess, anything that anybody around here is doing. I guess.
That's for sure.
Appreciate that a lot.
There are a lot
Not
of
a
things that you guys are. That's a great way to put it, because I was literally thinking when I was listening to your stuff and when I was listening to Pop Art, what is it?
Pop
Pop
Act,
Act today. I was like, these are sounds that people would have a hard time replicating themselves. You know what I mean? Like, those are things that only you guys can do.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that means the literal world.
It's so true. It's almost, and I get that it's a big compliment. I almost feel weird giving it to you,
Hey,
but I'm so dead serious about it. It's awesome. But, like, to do this real quick, as a producer question, Mikey, is it sometimes more difficult to come up with, like, ideas and stuff for yourself than it is when you're working on other people's stuff?
Oh, shit. I would say, like, making stuff for me is, like, a whole different thing. It took me forever to, like, be able to make stuff on my own, just because, like, I was used to being in bands or groups where you have, like, a lot of, like, collaboration on the final thing. So, like, making stuff on my own is kind of just, like, throwing ideas at the wall until they stick, which I guess is kind of, like, what we do anyways.
Yeah.
But there's no, like, person to say, hey, dude, that sucks. So, like, I guess I'm more critical of it, but I would say it's I don't know if it's harder, but I think it's definitely it's as fun, but in a different way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it.
Do you feel like more indecisive when you do it because you don't have that other input, so you can only kind of hear your own thoughts, and you're like, well, you know, it's like an internal confliction, I guess?
I would say, yeah. I have a hard time putting it out. Like, I made Pop Act in October of last year when I made, like, my first EP.
And just kind of sat on it?
Yeah, because I was like, I was having trouble with mixing, and, like, my computer killed itself, so it was a nightmare with that. But basically, like, I was just kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to put this out. Like, literally a month before I put it out, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to do solo stuff anymore. So it's kind of like, yeah, I guess there is, like, that conflicting that conflicting principle of, like, does this even make sense to put out
Yeah.
at this point? So, yeah, I mean, there definitely is, like, a conflict there. Whereas, like, I mean, we share the same Dropbox. So my stuff goes on there, and, like, Will be like, yo, that song's really good, dude. And I'm like, oh, thank you. But for the most part, like, I don't, like, show people.
Right.
Because, like, I just kind of leave it up to me to decide if it sucks or not, even though it might not be the case. But, yeah, I would say there's a conflict there.
That Dropbox thing is kind of cool, though. It takes a lot, because, I mean, some of the guys that you work with are, I'm sure, some of the people whose musical taste you trust the most.
Yeah.
And so when you have it like that, you're kind of, like, the ball's kind of in their court. So, like, if they want to listen to it and, like, you know, tell you something about it, then you don't have to worry about it. Kind of takes some of that pressure off. Yeah. That's kind of a cool idea. I kind of like that.
Shout out Nate for that. He's paying for it.
I have my own.
Oh, you are on your
Yeah.
own. I always forget that.
You guys always have to send me a link to, like, our songs together, because I'm like, oh, I don't know what we just recorded yesterday. Can you send it to me?
We should get you on that.
He likes to keep his stuff private.
Yeah, we get to hear it after.
Well, whenever I record stuff on my own, I send it over to you guys anyways. So it's just like, it's the same thing.
True.
They'll check it out. So did you, so You didn't show the 2 new ones. You didn't show them to anybody before?
I showed them to my friend Zach, and then I showed them to the Ivy people. The Ivy crew.
The Ivy crew,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you're known throughout the world.
Yeah.
Clarence Tompkins and the crazy bunch.
And the crazy bunch.
Yeah.
God damn, those fucking vlogs, man. They get me so good. What was that line that was like, she just fucking spilled my grandma's urns or something? I don't even know if you guys remember that.
No, we were. That was the one at Nate's house, I
Which
think.
one's that? Wait, what was
It was the
thing?
same one as the pizza and Tim doing
Yeah, the undisclosed location person's house.
What? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I was like, did we do a bit where
Yeah.
someone got kidnapped?
Well, that was after I fell asleep. You can see in the vlog I fell asleep, and I'm just in the background snoring.
There was a full 3 minutes where we were still in the basement with Tim just snoring through the whole thing, and I showed Tim. He was like, "I don't like that," so I cut the whole thing.
So you edit them all then?
Yeah.
And you shoot them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just like you guys are just hanging out and then you pull out the camera, or you're like, we're going to come over, we're doing a vlog right now?
It's pretty intrusive. I kind of don't ask anybody, and I feel bad about it.
Yeah.
But I can read the room of okay, they're not trying to make jokes right now. I won't bring out the camera, but it makes an audible noise,
Yeah.
and I always get a look because you turn on and it's just like, meow, and I'm like, oh god.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to capture if there's a lot of goofs happening, I kind of just turn it on and record.
A lot of goofs.
A lot of goofs.
The
There's
goofs light.
there's
New boot
New
goofing.
boot goofing,
new
baby.
boot goofing. Everyone's everyone's goofing all the time for the most part.
Mm. Well, the last one was just at my house. I didn't even know that you brought it.
Yeah,
'Cause,
I was
like-
like, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna bring
man.
it. We haven't done one in a while.
That one opens real strong
Oh,
with "Welcome to Cum Town" or whatever. God damn it! I was like, these guys.
Cum City.
Somebody's got to isolate that shit.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
that's
that.
God damn. You put that on your soundboard. man.
Yeah, that's I want that on my soundboard.
Two in the cooler, cum. Or, what do you?
No,
This
that's
is
it.
the-
That's it right there.
This is the cum section of the podcast. Get your boys out. Remix.
God damn it.
Dragonfly nightclub. Shout out Dragonfly. I know you guys are closed because you probably I'm not gonna go into that.
Salmonella.
Huh?
Salmonella.
I think a lot
Sure.
of people are getting stabbed, honestly.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Is that the
underage.
big, is that in Los Angeles, Dragonfly nightclub? Is that a big spot there? I feel like I just...
I think it's in Canada.
Yeah, it's
right?
in Niagara
Oh.
Falls, Ontario, but not like Clifton
Oh, so
Hill
fuck
area.
Dragonfly night.
Yeah.
I thought they were in Buffalo or some shit.
No, I think it's in Canada.
There were ads on the radio, I remember.
All the time.
Like
I guess
middle school?
yeah, he
That's-
just did one.
That's
yeah.
where it started. Because I would be 11 years old riding to school on the school bus at 6 in the morning, and it's like, get your dick out because we're ready to pop it off at Dragonfly nightclub.
God damn it. I had no idea you did all those voices too, man. The fucking Alex Jones and all that shit. Because Alex Jones, if you watch Alex Jones
My
as
fellow American people.
just God damn it.
That's what
I
I
want to
don't.
tell you one thing. I need a bad bitch in my house. I need her tonight. And I need her now.
I'm going to give me a young freak tonight.
Oh no,
Yeah, that's a direct quote from
Yeah.
Barack Obama.
no, that's
for
a
real?
For
that's
real.
a direct
He said
quote
that. That's
from,
a direct quote from
That's a direct quote
did he
from
say?
the Bible.
Guy.
I'm getting me a young freak tonight.
The
That's a
Barack Obama.
direct
That's Barack
quote
Obama. He said that at the
from
inauguration.
This guy that
while
I
Aretha
met,
was on stage.
that I met in Dalton, Georgia. That's a direct quote from him.
That is amazing.
It was the middle of the pandemic. I've told the story on the podcast before, so I'll just give you the backstory. It's the middle of the pandemic. It was April, probably right around the time we were starting.
Damn.
And one of my good friends had to go back down to Georgia to finish, to pass the CDL test to get his lineman certification. And so he did it, whatever. We were kind of stuck down there for another night. And they were semi-open, I'll say, the little town. I don't even know if it's a town. It was 4 buildings.
Yeah.
But they had stuff that was open, even though the rest of the country was closed. And there was this bar, and we they saw a sign on it, so we're like, oh, we wonder if we can go in there and like eat and have a beer. And so we're kind of trying to look in, and these two guys start waving us in.
No masks.
No, oh my God, no. Sitting at a bar, smoking inside the bar. It's like the whole country is closed. Like you can't go anywhere, and this bar is just open. There's two dudes and a dog in it.
There's people smoking.
Oh yeah.
You got transported to the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's just the South. It's
There's
like
no rules.
It's all in Georgia.
It's 1994.
No, it's 1890. It's like 1790.
Yeah, and
They're still like planning to kill Lincoln. We're gonna get him. He loves the theater.
It was this guy's birthday, and he was tuned up. Like, he was hammered. And he walked out of the bar, and we were like, well, I guess we'll never see that guy again. Like, we'll always have to remember him. Sure enough, we walk out of the bar. He's still sitting on a bench outside the bar. He's like, man, I'm just trying to get somebody to pick me up and bring me home. I need myself a young freak tonight. Like, he starts saying this to us, and we're like, all right, man, good luck. We hope the best for you.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those guys just living their best
Shout
lives.
out to that guy.
Yeah, shout out to him.
The one guy was like,
He's probably dead from COVID because he was pretty heavy, right?
yeah. And his
Okay.
buddy, we told his buddy, like, they started chatting to us when we walked in, and he's like, yeah, we're from, or he's like, oh, you guys hockey fans? And we're like, yeah, we are, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, look at this. And he holds out his arm, and he's got a bunch of poorly done tattoos on his arm, and he's like pointing to one, and we're both like squinting at it. It looks like this red blob. Neither of us wanted to say, what is that, though? But we're sitting here, it's like 10 seconds of dead silence, and finally he goes, that's a Detroit Red Wings logo. And we're like, oh, nice, bro. You're a fan, huh?
In
Looks
Georgia?
like a bird croc.
Yeah. It looked like a red blob. It was a red blob. Yeah.
Jesus.
I saw this guy at Five Guys one time. He was working at Five Guys, and he had a Doc Brown tattoo on his forearm. And I was like, hey, I've seen that movie, you know. And he's like, okay, man. And so then I go to pick up my food, and he's like, hey, check this out. And he pulls up his pants, and he's got fucking, like, Star Wars on his right leg and, like, the Terminator on his left. And, like, not poorly done, but it's tough to do realistic tattoos, I feel like.
Yeah.
The Terminator is our 91-year-old grandpa's favorite movie.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
First time I've ever heard him swear.
He goes, our Grandpa John, he loves movies. So we were asking him what his favorite one is, and he thinks about it for a second, and he goes, Terminator. And we're like, what? And he goes, I just love that part at the end where the Terminator is like still alive and it's crawling after her. He's like, I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, get that bitch, get that bitch. And he's 91 years old. It was,
holy shit.
I mean, that's an all-time
I had
quote.
a
It was
run-in-
awesome.
I had a run-in with
With
have
the
we talked
Terminator?
about no.
Oh.
Back to Five Guys. Have we talked about homeless people lately?
Not lately, I guess. Or
Well,
ever.
No, see, I feel like I talk about homeless people a lot. There was a homeless guy outside of a Five Guys, and like kind of begging for money, I guess. And I was feeling generous that day, so I said, he was like, do you have any money? I was like, I've got no cash, man, but like, if you're hungry, I'll buy you a cheeseburger. And he's like, I don't want a cheeseburger. And it drives me crazy that homeless people are picky enough to only want money for their drugs, and they won't even let me buy them a $14 freaking cheeseburger with some Cajun fries.
I would definitely take a free cheeseburger.
It's Five Guys is so expensive.
Yeah,
too.
but over heroin? Would you take that? Would you take a cheeseburger over heroin?
I mean,
Five Guys is
people
real
got
good.
their own struggle.
yeah.
People got their own struggle going on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Cheeseburger though,
I would take heroin over.
over cheeseburger.
I mean, I feel like if
Yeah,
I
probably.
was a heroin addict, I'd be like, yeah, heroin, man. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd say the same thing, I think, if I were like that addicted
Or maybe
to
he was a
drugs.
vegan.
Facts.
That's a great call. He
Then
could have
why-
just been making a statement.
Yeah, but then why are you sitting outside of a Five Guys asking for money?
Because it's where the people go.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
high traffic.
Five Guys is expensive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
Get some good cash outside
Only
Five
big
Guys.
ballers like myself go to Five Guys.
Yeah, I'd
So-
stop going to that place just because it's like $30 for one person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
It's like you want a burger, a fries, and a drink. Just 30
Yeah.
plus tax.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You ever
They're
DoorDash
pretty good,
Five
though.
Guys?
yeah, I have, and it's
Yeah.
insane.
Like 70
DoorDash
bucks.
in general, I I was out this past weekend. I haven't gone out in a while, but there was, some things to celebrate going on. So went out on Saturday night and got home, and I wanted McDonald's so bad. It was like, when you just, it was late. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And the Uber Eats delivery fee for McDonald's was $6.49.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's how much money I would spend to McDonald's if I could just drive there. I can't, so I fucking bought it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah, fed myself for like $70.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Not actually. It wasn't necessarily that much, but it's a ridiculous amount of money for like 2 cheeseburgers and a 10-piece nugget.
It's crazy what people will pay for convenience, though. Like, I was just thinking about how I feel like people back when grossly underestimated how much folks were willing to pay to not watch commercials.
Yeah. They would have made so much. TV would still be around if they could make an option to not watch commercials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pay more for cable with no commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not ashamed to say that I have a Dash Pass.
What's a Dash Pass?
Like the
Oh, for
DoorDash
DoorDash.
pass. See, but that's the way to go. I should have it by now. But my mindset is like, I don't want to pay the money for the Dash Pass right now. But then I order. If you order literally one time a month, your Dash Pass practically pays for itself.
Yeah, because I think it's like $10, $12, something like that.
Yeah. And not
I
only
got
do you
it.
get free delivery, but a lot of times you get like 15% off your order and shit like that.
Yeah, you get like coupon codes. They take off the fees. I just got it. I got it during COVID because I was like, I am not leaving the house.
There's no reason
Yeah.
to.
No.
So you're sponsored by DoorDash.
Yeah. Unofficial.
Somewhat.
Yeah. I've done that though. I'll Google sometimes like Uber Eats or DoorDash coupon codes and see if they work. Because I'm like,
yeah, it's just smart.
If they don't work, then usually I'll just get off my ass and go get the food. But it's like, if it works and I get 15% off, paying the same amount anyway, might as well get it dropped off.
Yeah.
And if you DoorDash or Uber Eats food, the suggested tip is always a ridiculous amount of money.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
$3 for me.
Yeah, it depends on how much food. I'm usually kind of a $2 guy. The thing that I found out though from a friend of mine who delivers DoorDash is like 80% of people that order DoorDash don't tip anything.
Oh yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, which I'm like, that's a little much.
Yeah.
But if you order, if like me and my 2 roommates order DoorDash, the suggested tip is like $17. I'm like, bro, come on, this dude's not. If you deliver food, good for you. Like, it probably sucks. Sometimes you got to deal with a lot of shit, but $17 just to drop my food off on my doorstep is a little bit excessive.
I don't know. Listen,
Well, you delivered pizzas.
I did deliver pizzas.
Oh my God,
Well,
that's like
And,
That's worse.
you're a brave troop.
I guess I never really thought it because I've been tipping, like, if I go to a restaurant, I've been tipping, like, 50%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think that's kind of the way to do it. I never really thought about it with
Did
drivers,
you say
though.
tipping 50%?
50, yeah, I tip like 50%. Because
Yeah,
I
tip
just,
really
like,
well while I'm out.
what's the big deal? You know what I mean? Like, especially after COVID, I'm like, people couldn't work in restaurants for a long time. Like, just do it. Like, whatever. I get if you can't, but
That's what I'm totally on board with, like a good 25% tip.
25
standard.
is like, yeah, that's standard.
Yeah,
though,
but
dude. Why not go a little extra?
most people only tip like 18%. It depends on how
That's
good
crazy.
the service is. That's the other thing.
That's true.
that I
But
will
even
say.
so, like yesterday, I went out and I did not really like what the waiter was doing. He's doing his thing, and so I think I only gave him like 45% tip or
That's
something.
still-
45% is
See,
fucking insane.
I like to upstage people. Like, we went out for Will's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to upstage people. Find out whoever's giving the tip. It's like the Larry David show thing?
Curb
Where
Your
he was-
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, where he was trying to figure out what the other guy tipped.
Oh, yeah.
That like ruined his entire week or something.
Oh, when he was getting the waiter to like lift. If
Yeah.
I was in here yesterday, if he tipped, higher than this much, lift the teapot over your head. Dude, I just started watching that show, and it's pretty goddamn funny.
Yeah, I'm just a YouTube clip kind of guy.
Yeah.
So like I've seen clips of like every movie or every show, but I've never seen like the full show.
That's crazy.
I'll just sit down and watch clips.
Huh.
I don't have an attention span.
I was going to say, you don't get intrigued by... the next clip comes up and it's already out of your mind.
Yeah. Well, like I just don't have the attention span to watch like a 30-minute, like 45-minute show or like a 2-hour movie. Sometimes I do. When I use my my Dash Pass.
Yeah, you got nowhere to be.
To get 15% off, use code.
Settle in.
What a way to consume things, though. Because, like, is that really that bad? I feel like some people freak out, like let's say, I don't know if it was like Jurassic Park. Like, oh, I've seen a bunch of clips from Jurassic Park, but I've never seen Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, is one
I
of
know
my favorite
Jurassic
movies,
Park.
so.
I know is phenomenal, and
No,
I
like I've
would
only
urge
seen
people
clips
to,
of it.
right. But like, you could do that, and the other person would never know you've only seen clips.
Oh yeah,
Like-
people think I've like seen all these movies and stuff, and it's just like because
What
I'll
do you
just
think-
reference shit.
What do you think the longest movie you've ever watched is? Have you ever watched like a good like 2-hour 45-minute movie?
Avatar.
Isn't
Yeah.
it
Lord
like
of the Rings.
Interstellar like long?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like that might be even a 3-banger. That's
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Close. Wolf of Wall Street. That's over
that's a
3.
long
Did you
one.
watch that?
I did. I am
Wolf of
ashamed
Wall
to say
Street?
that I have seen.
I don't know. I
Wolf
feel
of
like
Wall
you.
Street
That's
is actually
movie.
a clip movie.
You could
Yeah,
watch
you
that
could
movie
watch
in
that
clips
movie
for
in clips,
sure.
yeah.
That is a clip movie.
Jordan Belfort's such a scumbag in real life
He makes me laugh on the internet now.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
He's on TikTok?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
on TikTok,
Yeah.
Mikey.
He just
Everybody.
Facts.
He's just like he panders to like the Roganite
Oh,
community.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
But sometimes he says things, and I'm like, there's people out there that I feel like idolize him because they watch the movie, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. But
Yeah.
the dude actually broke a lot of laws at one point in
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah,
Was a
So
real
like,
garbage dude.
who's really the smart one here?
screwed over so many people, scam people.
Yeah. And there's a movie about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what, I mean, if you get DiCaprio, do you think
Yeah.
DiCaprio could probably play anybody and
Yeah.
people would be
Yeah.
into it?
If
Like
Di-
fucking Genghis Khan or
Yeah.
like Rasputin or
Yeah.
somebody. If you
If
got
they
Leo
came
to
out
play
with a
Rasputin,
movie
actually, he would crush that role.
Where DiCaprio plays Hitler.
That would be crazy.
He would definitely try his ass off, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You'd have to try a lot harder to make a movie about that.
That's almost, yeah, that's too much. Because
I'd
the thing
guarantee
about
an
that is
Oscar.
like, but that movie would have to be written in a way, though, that would already be like
And you'd
Hitler
have to-
friendly.
Oh, bro.
You'd have to brutally murder every single of the those people.
The group.
Yeah,
The group.
the 1930s to 40s German political
Yes.
party.
Kind of
I
like
think-
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, which is a fantastic movie, and added because they were just
Yeah, Mo. and
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like seeing a bunch of Nazis just get blown
Yeah,
away.
just die.
I mean, that's something everybody can get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the unifying factor of America, I feel, at this point.
Is
Uh,
anti-Nazis.
Well, for normal people.
For non
Listen, there's a lot going
Fox
on,
News
but
watchers.
Yeah.
there's a lot going on, but we still hate those Nazis at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
Most of us.
In fact,
like,
I'd like to take a second just to thank the
No,
boys
fuck
overseas.
you.
Stay safe over there and give that Hitler a crack on the jaw one time for me.
I'm saving
And
my
now?
tin for you.
I'm not doing the second
Oh,
part.
thank God.
Saving the tin.
Yeah.
I just wanted to take this moment to remind everybody to please buy war bonds. It really helps the fellas over there. You ever hear the stories about like there was this somebody was telling me this. I think it was a teacher, and they were like, I went to Germany and I met this old guy, and it seemed like he had been around and like was in the German army during World War II.
Oh, boy.
And so he was like kind of like skirting around the issue, like asking him questions about the war, but not asking him like Nazi questions.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, the moment that I knew we were fucked, Germany, was when they raided like a convoy of trucks, and they were sifting through them, and American trucks, and there was a piece of chocolate cake in the back of the truck. And he was like, if they can give their guys chocolate cake, we're absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
Well, good though.
Yeah, honestly.
Good.
Oh,
I always hated the shit where it was like, oh well, he would have been killed if he hadn't joined the German army. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe he should have.
Be a martyr.
it's a tough
Prove
choice.
a point.
But I think, but if you got your family, I don't know why I'm trying to kind of like
Well,
go
that's
on the
the-
side of
it's
this
a-
guy, but
It's a very like hindsight take. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
A bunch of people dipped from Germany, like.
Yeah, but I
true.
feel like
There's a bunch of immigrants
at
from
the time, there was probably a lot of people that hardly had a clue what was. I mean, think about our country now. Like 80% of the people that live here have no clue. Like half the shit that goes on. So there's probably a lot of people that were fucking clueless. I'm not defending. We're an anti-Nazi podcast.
Yes.
Well, they'd just get trapped in a disgusting subhuman ideology.
Yeah.
And then,
which is not that hard to do. People like to be in groups.
yeah, especially if it's feeding them stuff that like sort of validates their fucked up
Or
idea
just
of the
gives
world.
them a scapegoat for their problems, right? That's all you
Yeah.
really need to do, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what worked for them. Jesus
It
Christ.
worked again recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
So
you know that like thing where they say when you're hanging out with friends, don't talk about politics or religion. We're just going for it.
Why
see,
not?
this is like 95% of my content. My Twitter's a shit, just a
Oh,
safe
okay.
haven for shit posting and whatnot. I'm trying to take like a month hiatus from it.
The Trippy Red one, man. It was a travesty that it didn't get the attention it deserved.
Yeah. I was
Can
upset
we
about
hear
that.
the tweet or?
It was do you know that video where it's like, what is it? Swimming pools is playing, and the dude's like making a McDouble or whatever.
I've never seen it. No. So apparently, am I
Well,
gonna
this-
be lost or?
Kind of. It's just a it's just a McDonald's worker like making a McDouble,
Oh, okay.
and like, swimming pools is playing, or is it just pool?
I don't know.
Swimming
This
pools.
by Mac Miller?
No.
Oh,
Or no,
the
it's-
Kendrick Lamar song?
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody will look it up.
Yeah.
I'm
Andrew,
probably
your
wrong.
fact guy.
I
Yeah.
can't do it.
I'm probably wrong, but anyways, I said like Trippy Red after his next 75 song album goes triple cum stain, and there's no more dead rapper song albums to feature on.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's a little outside baseball for me. But I know Trippy Red because he was. Wait, I think I do.
There's two. I like two Trippy Red songs.
Yeah, it's not that he's a terrible artist. It's just
It's just that he loves cum.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
And going on dead rappers' albums.
well, it's just stuff like that where like a guy or like his record label will just like
Sends him shit to go
yeah,
on.
your record label will just like put you on to so much shit that like it just completely devalues your
Yeah,
brand.
dilutes everything good that you've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to manage because I don't know, man. When they're tossing all that money at you, it's hard to say no.
Yeah.
You really have to respect the artists that are able to keep their integrity because it's not an easy thing to do.
True.
Well, or you could do it Nicolas Cage style and just be unreal in all the shit movies that they give you.
That's true, but then people are like, "That guy's fucking nuts." You're gonna work with Nicolas Cage? That guy's crazy.
Best or worst actor of all time.
His new movie is getting like a lot of praise. It's called like Pigman or something.
Oh, Pigman, yeah.
Have you guys seen this?
I feel like I've seen the trailer. Could you?
I haven't even seen the trailer, but it's about, from what I have gathered, it's about like him. I think he is like a chef or he works at a restaurant, and his prize truffle pig gets kidnapped, and then he goes on a John Wick-esque spree
Over a pig?
over the truffle pig. Those
Well,
truffle pigs are valuable,
because
man.
truffles are...
Yeah, exactly.
They're top dollar. Yeah, that seems like a dumb movie. But
Well, people are saying it's like crazy good.
Well, I know. I have a question for you. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen like the G.I. Joe movies or anything like that?
Nah.
Andrew, you know how they're coming out with that new Snake Eyes movie?
Yeah.
I thought the whole story of Snake Eyes was like pre-established. Doesn't the movie seem like it does not follow the story of like how Snake Eyes became Snake Eyes at all?
I think I have no idea.
Okay. never
But
mind then.
it's just weird that like he's gonna have his helmet off for a whole time because that guy that's playing him, that's a handsome motherfucker.
But
you
that
gotta
was
show
like
his
the-
face.
That
but-
was like half of Snake Eyes' whole thing was that you never saw him without his helmet.
yeah. That's
on.
why he was like so cool because he was like
Yeah, I used to love Snake Eyes.
yeah. Oh, he's the best of the GI fellas.
All the Joes.
But something else that happened yesterday was Jeff Bezos launching his rocket.
Yeah.
$55 billion.
Yeah, and wasn't he only like in space for like 7 minutes.
11
It was like
minutes. He was
11
in space
minutes
for 11 minutes.
for $55 billion. Was that number
Yeah.
that I heard spit
Yes,
out?
55 billion.
Didn't he take some random person with him as well?
Yeah, somebody won a contest
Yeah,
and
because
went up there.
the guy who put up like what was it, like 27 million or something,
Jesus Christ.
he couldn't go.
What?
He had something else
He
going.
paid that
Yeah.
much
He paid
money.
$27
And
million and then decided
He's a
he couldn't
busy
go to
guy,
space.
man.
Yeah.
We'll catch the next one.
I was somebody brought this to my attention yesterday. Like Jeff Bezos kind of took like an absolute turn in his life. Like him and his wife got divorced. He started dating like a Brazilian news anchor. Did you see that?
That's
Nah.
love, though. That's all for love.
And then he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna spend $55 billion and go to space for 11 minutes.
Okay. I feel like, honestly, 11 minutes in space is a perfect amount of time.
I wouldn't want to go for more than. I would actually not want to go to space at all. I don't even like airplanes. I couldn't imagine being in a rocket ship. But
Yeah.
if you could go, I wouldn't want to go for like a year. I'd go nuts. Yeah, you go for 11 minutes. But now think of this, Andrew. Do you want to go to space badly enough that? And I'm sure he had other investors, but that he probably put up a large chunk of that money. You would have to assume, no?
Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he put up most of it.
Yeah.
So
It's
do you-
probably
so-
all written off too?
Yeah, but it probably is.
Well,
But
oh
no, because he
God.
stepped down though. So is it even a business expense anymore?
But this is a different business, though. This is not
Oh.
Amazon. It's called, like, Blue...
Oh
something.
yeah, Blue
He
Origin or
probably
something like
even-
that.
He probably has something like with his name or whatever,
Yeah.
yeah.
like that he
Shell
can just write
yeah.
corporations
everything
or
off.
like...
Science write-off or
And
something.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there's, like, government subsidies for, like, space exploration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're probably...
Just in case the Cold War ever
Shit.
fires it up again.
We got to be ready for those Russians when
Yeah.
they come for us. But 11 minutes, 55 billion. I mean, he's got the money, but like I said, perfect amount of time because you get the blast off.
That's $5 billion
the most
a
exciting-
minute, right?
Something.
Something like
5
that.
times 11
something
is
like that.
55.
It's a crazy amount of money
Yeah.
per minute.
Must have been a bad divorce, man.
He really had to. Yeah, he really had to get out of here. Freeze out a bit.
His midlife crisis is I need to buy a phallic rocket and shoot myself in the sky with some German guy.
That's like
Yeah.
a weekend for him though.
Yeah, yeah. He has like
Epstein's Island is closed, buddy. They got to fill their time somehow.
He's got to do something.
Yeah.
True.
Some rich pervert shit.
Some, yeah.
Do you think that's
Let's make rich
yeah.
pervert T-shirts and
Yeah.
just have his face and
Is
Bill
there
Gates
some type
on
of
them.
turn on involved there going to space for Jeff Bezos?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's like a dog peeing on, like, Mount Everest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this is I own the world now.
Yeah.
He's getting pretty close. Those things, I don't know, man. Alexa's always listening. And messes. I can't just get, it's like all that stuff is going on, and we know it's going on, but we were just like, yeah, but it plays music when I tell it to you,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know
it
how to turn off the
farts
lights
when I-
without
And you
it.
can
It
ask it the
farts.
weather. Yeah, I
Don't have to go outside.
I try to be conscious of that all the time. Like I noticed yesterday, I logged on to Twitter, and there was a thing that's like, we've updated our privacy policy, like accept before use. And I look at it, I'm like, oh, dude, there's probably some crazy shit in here I should read about. But I'm like, but I also just want to scroll Twitter, and I just hammer accept, and I try not to think about it.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah.
Everybody is. It's like that South Park episode with the human centipede.
But I feel like it's worse now though, because I wasn't even like consciously thinking about it. I was just like, oh, accept.
Right.
Now it's like I know that there's probably something in here that I should be weary of.
Well, they just sell all your data.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
whatnot.
What are you gonna do?
True.
I don't know.
It's the future.
Because you don't even have, you used to at least have to like scroll through them
Yeah.
to like
now,
pretend that you read
now
it.
it just says we updated it. Click here if you want to read,
Yeah.
or just click accept. Yeah.
Now
yeah,
you
that's
just
what
smash
gotta do.
that subscribe button and you're ready to go. You're
Like and
locked
subscribe.
in.
You're in the Matrix.
Yeah, it's wild stuff, but if I don't know. I think that it's crazy, but if you could take a trip up there to space again for like a little bit, I'd be hard to say no if you like got it for free.
I just thought of something actually, Andrew.
Yeah.
That I feel like I should bring up because when we were talking about like the whole technology, like privacy thing, I was thinking like the aliens got to have something to do with this. And now that I think about it, I bet you Jeff Bezos only needed a quick 11 minutes because he probably went up there, they wormholed his ass, sent his ass back, and he flew right back down. But he's got them working on his side. That's why his Amazon factories were running at such a high level of productivity.
You think Jeff Bezos is so powerful?
Yes, 100%. He's the richest man in the world.
Okay.
That's why the workers have to piss in bottles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
on the line.
Dude, I saw today, I was
Because
driving
aliens
behind.
don't piss, and that's why they're so efficient.
Oh
So he's
my
like,
God.
if I can just get my workers and not piss, let's just
Yeah.
cut all their dicks off.
I thought he was gonna fake his death for sure.
Jeff Bezos?
Oh yeah.
When?
Because when he went up, I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
pretend that like, it
Accidentally
blew
blow
up.
the plane
Yeah,
up.
and then there you go. He doesn't have to pay taxes ever again.
Yeah, he's just got all this cash that they wired to a secret account right before the rocket took off.
All the Bezos bucks.
It's actually not
Bezos
even a
bucks.
bad idea. If I was Jeff Bezos,
That's a great
Jeff,
idea,
if
actually.
you're listening to us, we can help you pull that off. You just owe us each like $500,000. To you, that's literally nothing.
That is so much less than a space rocket explosion. Space rocket. That's easily affordable.
Yeah.
I
No.
love the video of him getting heckled at like a restaurant. Have you seen that?
No.
No, he got
Oh.
heckled.
Yeah, by like just some random people sitting at a restaurant. They were just like, "Hey Jeff, how does it feel? Does it make you feel sad when your employees die at your work centers?"
Did he falter at all, or was he like?
He like looked at them and then just got in his car.
Yeah.
And he was like, kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Move in.
Yeah.
I
The
saw
guy
that
in that
face.
video has never been seen again.
Yep, he's toast. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
driving behind a Amazon guy today, and he got to a stop, and he raced out of that van because I feel like even still there are a lot of people that don't realize how crazy it is that they have like efficiency timers and stuff for everything they do.
Yeah.
People just want their
I know,
Tide Pods.
I know a few people that deliver for Amazon. If you have a vehicle, you can just go on their website and sign up. And like once you're signed up, you can just go on and you like click the shift that you want to take. They have them like 4-hour segments, and you just show up to the warehouse. They give you a little orange vest so you don't get hit by any cars on their dime, and you just throw packages in your car and deliver them around.
That's like, imagine getting into an Uber and your Amazon package is in there.
That's some efficiency.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
we
That
talked
is
about
pretty
efficiency.
convenient.
Working on the job
Yeah.
multiple times.
I'd sign
That
that
person's
privacy
stacking their
agreement
bread.
without even
Yeah.
looking at it. Easily. Easily. I hope we don't all end up working for that guy. But
Who
what
knows?
I know. What are you going to do?
I do. No.
You do hope that we all work for him?
No, like
He knows what
You
he's
know
going
what
to do.
it is.
Oh,
Work for
right.
I pay it.
Same thing if they ask you to join the German army.
Yeah.
fuck no. Fuck no.
Different things. You're gonna do
No.
different things.
No, I was just referring to like putting my music up on Amazon. They get a portion of the
Everything?
funds, probably. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
think
at some point.
I didn't think of that at all.
They
I
are.
don't know. I just hit
Well, that's
send
because
to
you
all
just
stores.
Me too.
that's because you just accidentally clicked agree to the privacy policy that popped up when you tried to submit it.
When you upload music, I will use DistroKid. You use DistroKid, right?
Yeah.
There's like
Different account again.
yeah. Oh my god. there's like they give you all these stores that like I don't know if people like actually use like Deezer and shit. Have you guys heard of Deezer?
I'm a huge Deezer fan. I have stock in Deezer.
For real?
No, I've never heard of Deezer.
I was gonna say.
I'm the last person to know.
I didn't even look into it. Which hindsight's 2020. I probably should look into all the shit that it's going to. But Amazon's just an option, and you can look up anyone's songs on Amazon. That's how I like.
Well, yeah, you could probably say it to Alexa, like, "Hey Alexa, play my music."
Oh yeah, well, you
yeah,
can play
that's an
our- yep.
option
Yeah.
for
Yep.
like Shazam and
But
shit.
the thing is,
Yeah.
like, that's cool though.
Yeah,
To
I
be
would
able
pay-
to
Pretty
do
cool.
that. So again,
I would pay for people to be able to say like, "Hey Siri, what song is this?" and like it could come up and it would be like your song. That seems worth the money.
And like, who's buying music on Amazon, other than
Nobody.
like vinyl?
Not
Yeah.
one single person, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I know Amazon has like their own music subscription. Do they have like Amazon phones yet? You know?
Oh, that's got like the pair phones from iCarly.
Yeah.
That's
well,
coming.
like, you know, I mean, they have like Google phone. You know, every company,
Yeah.
Windows started making their own phone.
they
How
got
does
their
Amazon-
tablets.
I know they have their tablets and
Yeah.
like the Fire, right? That's what it's
Yep.
called,
Yep.
which turned into the Fire Stick. Clever. But yeah, I'm surprised they don't have phones yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I would not want to buy one of those though. It's because that's too much. But I'm saying that now, and then they're gonna come out and have holograms, and I'm gonna be like,
sick.
Yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna, like,
take my foot.
I'm gonna Emperor Palpatine myself. To
Yeah,
my
you're gonna be
group
all
chat.
the just like I could be like, oh, I really like that shirt. Pull out my phone, take a picture of Mikey, and the product will just pop up right in my cart on Amazon, and I just say, yep, go ahead, and it buys it.
And all you have to do is fucking Twilight Zone, sell your soul to these people,
Yeah.
and you can get anything delivered right to your door.
We're fucked.
We are fucked, aren't we?
Yeah, it's just one monopoly moving in over another monopoly.
Yeah, monopolies.
We got to start speaking more softly, but carry a big stick. That's our problem. We don't do enough of that these days.
Yeah.
Andrew, I can't see your face, so I can only see your face.
Well,
when you
I'm
look
trying
at
to
the
remember
camera.
if Teddy Roosevelt
Yeah,
did he
but-
break up the monopolies?
No, it was FDR. Well, not
Yeah.
no.
What was
Not
that called?
FDR.
Like muck busting or something like that?
Muck raking, but
Muck-
that was like a big work conditions thing.
Oh,
That was like post
Yeah.
triangle shirt waist. That was like
Oh, yeah.
That was like
R.I.P. to
shit
those people.
getting in people's food, like rat parts and stuff.
Was it The Jungle?
Yeah.
Was the book?
Yeah.
Right.
Upton
Where it was-
Sinclair,
Yeah.
my dude.
Just pictures of
Yeah.
like the meatpacking industry. I talk about that shit all the time.
What a
About-
history lesson.
Yeah. About just how like the unions really like pretty much help create our work week as we know it now.
Yeah.
Or just like our work conditions. Like you look at pictures of like people up on like the skyscrapers in New York City in like the 10s and the 20s.
Yeah.
Just dangling.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't even like to like
Danger.
climb trees. I'm definitely afraid of heights. If I grew up back then, I would have been the homeless guy asking for money for my heroin outside
But
of the
that-
Five Guys.
Yeah, but then again, that stuff was just like normal.
Exactly.
Like I can't imagine what we do now. Well, I do. I always talk about this like with us or like at work or whatnot about like what we do now that in 60 years they'll be like holy crap.
shit, you guys
Yeah.
did that.
You
Yeah.
put your
it's like-
phones in your pocket.
That is an OSHA violation.
yeah. Yeah, OSHA schmosha is what I've always said.
You've always said that.
Yeah,
that
I've,
was one of your first words.
Listen,
Were OSHA smoke.
I know they're doing good
schmosha.
work. They're trying to keep people safe, but sometimes safety isn't efficient. Relating back to Amazon. Sometimes you got to get stuff done with a little, with a little bit of a risk factor.
We've been
involved.
saying it for years. Not enough workers are dying on the job.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
huge issue. And we're here to combat
Oh,
that.
you're trying to do things the right way? Yeah. How about getting them done faster?
I
that-
need my Tide
so that
Pods.
the boss man can make more money, Andrew.
It's all about working for the man.
Yep.
Yep.
True.
That son of a bitch.
I'm gonna live and die for the man.
Yeah. I do. To me, the man is Andrew. So yeah.
Hold
I'll
up.
live-
Wait a minute.
Wait. What?
Say it.
My mind is blank right now.
Say it.
Can we get another Dragonfly nightclub? That's been on the back of my mind this entire time. I was like, can I ask for it, or does it have to be?
Yeah, you could ask for it.
Well, just
What do you-
tuck it away, fire it up, and
You're a funny guy. Tell us a joke.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly. I was like, man, you
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I just can't stop thinking about the Dragonfly nightclub thing.
Hey, do a little dance for us. Do a little
Come
dance.
on.
Look at this guy.
Look at you.
Now, if we had Joe Dorado here, we could get him to tell us a joke.
Joe loves to play to the camera though.
Be putting on
Yeah.
put on the spot.
His
Yeah.
jokes are, Joe, I love
Oh,
you,
Joe's
but
jokes.
his jokes are not good. So
Yeah, go see him. He'll be playing.
God damn. Yo, you heard it here first, dude. Local artist, fuck local artists.
No. Joe's
It's a bit-
Matt
it's a-
Canada said it here first.
It's a bit.
Joe is a terrific photographer and magician.
unbelievable magician.
He's got bad jokes, and he should,
He's
some
workshopping
people
a lot
should
of
some
stuff.
people should shoot for their dreams, and some people shouldn't.
He's workshopping.
We're on that list, and so is Joe.
Our publicist is in the corner freaking out over the fuck local artist bit.
I'm gonna bring that back.
You should.
I used to have a bit where I would like just say that shit. It was
It's in the one vlog.
Yeah, it's in the early vlogs.
Where I snuck in the Minecraft porn.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. So
We actually work with the local artists though. We love local artists. It's just
we
a bit.
support our community, right? Right?
Yeah, you guys support our community fantastically. All of you guys are awesome.
It's the separation. We need
I love what you guys are doing.
more togetherness, Tim.
You guys are awesome.
Okay, I'm saying you guys.
Just keep going for it, you know?
Yeah.
Just like keep on that.
If it were me, I would just say you guys should keep going for it. You guys just keep rolling.
Oh, our publicist is bashing his head against the wall.
Yeah. Fuck the script.
You think we should get into the who would win there, Matthew?
I think that wouldn't be a bad idea there,
All
Andrew.
right. Who would win this week is Abe Lincoln versus JFK. The Battle of the Assassinated Presidents, I think is what it's been called.
Yeah, you could. There's been some buzz.
These guys are like, you've seen all that stuff about how they're like, it's eerily similar, like their whole things or whatever. Like, I think it's even something like they have the same letters in their name. But it's like they were both killed by men with 3 names, and they both were.
I know what you're talking about.
You know.
Somebody can look up all the stats of it.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Okay, he's got it.
Both divisive presidents.
Right, for like civil rights reasons. Are you looking up? Are you going to look up like their heights and everything too?
I'll get to that for the fight, but now I'm just looking up the similarities right now.
So I feel like JFK wasn't short.
Both men were elected into Congress in 46, Lincoln 1846, Kennedy 1946, and then both into presidency in 1860, 1960, stuff like that. Yeah, concerned with civil rights.
Give us their stats.
All right,
Yeah.
stats. Yeah, that's
Build.
well. I know Lincoln's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's lanky.
Give us a pro comparison. Give us a draft day comparison.
We made a 3D rendering of
We need girth size.
They're actually both pretty big. Lincoln was 6'4", JFK was 6'1".
Yeah, that's solid.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And, I feel like, well, you know what? I feel like JFK's got those, like, Boston fists.
Yeah, JFK is a little more like,
he's street tough, working with the mob.
drinking straight whiskey. Yeah.
There you go.
He won a Purple Heart? Mm-hmm. Oh, this decision becomes easier and easier by the minute.
Yeah.
But you got to think about the Constitution to exist in the 1800s, though. Everything was garbage.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Abe Lincoln did a lot of good things, so we can't sell him short on that.
But in a fight, but Lincoln, he's chopping
pictures of
wood.
Abe Lincoln looks kind of like a bad man.
I think he had some kind of disease where he was just like really tall and sad.
See, to me, I don't mean the
serious.
sad.
I
I know
think
that
there's, like, a
sometimes he
name
looks
for
sad.
it.
I mean, like, he looks like somebody that would like really like beat somebody to death if he had to. But he acted the exact opposite, so it's a very conflicting manner in that sense.
He was just an old guy who loved puns.
Abe Lincoln loved puns?
Yep.
For real?
Yeah. He was just a sweet old guy that just loved puns.
And he also hated racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we all should.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, I guess
I think if there's one thing we've gotten across in this podcast, it's that racism is bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that finfinally somebody is saying it. Finally, somebody's stepping out of the shadow.
We might have to bleep out a little bit of of my terminology earlier, but
well,
Lincoln.
yeah.
So it's basically like it's country strong versus street tough, right?
yeah.
That's kind of what this fight boils down to, and that's a tough. Because what I think comes with street toughness is a little bit of hubris, right? A little bit of overconfidence, like, oh, you're coming into you're not from around this neighborhood, bam, like oh, we can fuck up anybody from a couple blocks over, we can mess them up. Country strong, I'm gonna assume in the 1800s,
Andy
was like a little more reserved, like
people no.
The
Country
lawyer
strong-
from Illinois.
yeah.
Country strong is like a different. Like you ever met somebody who's like they wouldn't consider themselves country strong, but you look at that person and you're like they're country strong. Like those are sick individuals, not in like a like an actual sick way, but they are dangerous. They're unpredictably dangerous.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know we're talking about like street tough and like physical strength, but is he emotionally strong?
Abe Lincoln? Or which
JFK.
one?
See, I feel like
'Cause Lincoln is a great speaker. He could probably get in his head.
But JFK was also a pretty good speaker.
And
was he not?
That's true.
I
For
picture
real.
this is my dilemma.
Ooh.
Is I picture
well.
JFK to be more mentally tough than Abe Lincoln.
No, I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough to compare because JFK, if he was working with the mob, that probably put some pressure on him. But also, he was on meth. He was on meth like all the time.
JFK.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Oh yeah,
have
wasn't
you
it
ever
for, like,
seen?
some disease?
Have you ever seen anybody
Yeah, I
on
think
meth
he
lose
had
a
something.
fight? Have you ever
I've
seen
never
anybody
heard
on
of
meth
that.
lose a fight?
he was on. I want to say he had like. No, I don't think it was Crohn's disease, but he had something, and they just like.
Oh, was it like
Humped him.
prescribed?
Yeah, it was like a like
Yeah,
a-
that's where, like,
the
Oh,
White
Oh, so
House
like
doctor.
Adderall.
Basically,
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
was like Adderall times 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy. That's you never hear of like Dr. Feelgood. That was
Yeah.
JFK's doctor.
Yeah, I thought you meant like he was just like scoring some shit on the side, like he was outside the White House.
If you were just doing meth on the side of the White House, it would be impressive that you could, like,
yeah, like at least
Run
Trump
a
got
country.
it flown in.
Yeah, exactly.
it would be impressive that you could run a country
I don't know, man. Well,
methed out.
a lot of people
If it was
probably
true, just
have.
like-
He did. Well, it's a known fact that JFK was on meth.
Yeah,
I'm saying
but-
it here. It's completely known. I don't think there's any way about it. He was on meth, but you're right. It was prescribed. So,
Yeah. Well, I
guess
mean,
that's
like
something.
all kinds of shit was prescribed back then.
oh yeah,
Like leeches.
Yeah.
leeches, sure.
I'm pissed they kind of went away from that.
Well,
I'm
even
not-
up until recently, with like all the doctors that are, well, like have been getting arrested for just prescribing kids like all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's super severe, that like completely, what is it? Yeah, completely stops you from functioning. There should be no reason that your psychiatrist or doctor should recommend these drugs for kids.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Well, we're only one of 2 countries that allows those pharmaceutical commercials, right? And it's
Well, yeah,
I mean,
it's really messed up.
every commercial is either for
we failed
big
a lot
old
of kids.
Five Guys burger or you know,
Yeah.
We
Ritalin.
weren't we? Didn't we talk about how we were anti-pharma last week?
yeah.
Didn't we go against big
Yeah,
pharma?
yeah.
2 weeks in a row, we're calling out big pharma.
Yeah.
So they're on the hot seat right
Yeah,
now. They should watch
now
out.
they're feeling the
Yeah.
heat. Now that we're in the
I would be
conversation,
careful, Big
now they're
Pharma.
feeling it.
Yeah. Well, I'd pick JFK just because I think that he'd fuck with my music.
More than Lincoln would.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you think Abe Lincoln wouldn't like your music? I think he absolutely
I think
would.
he'd at least be
I think
accommodating
Abe.
about
I
it.
think Abe. This is like the Justin Bieber thing. The so
Oh,
like
don't fuck.
distasteful.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into all
No,
that.
we
But,
don't need to bring that up.
Like, yeah, JFK would be a believer.
yeah, that's
He'd be a
probably true.
Tompkinser.
I think Abe Lincoln would like your music.
Oh yeah, he'd fuck with it. He'd what was his wife's name?
Mary Todd.
Isn't that what?
Yeah, they'd get down.
Wasn't?
They'd get down to my music.
Yeah.
I guess there's a legitimate sex tape of Bobby and JFK,
Bobby Kennedy.
Bobby
and
Kennedy and JFK with Marilyn Monroe.
For real?
I've heard that there's like a 35, like a fucking film reel
Facts.
tape.
Facts. Yo.
Yo, where can I get? You got to go to the Library of Congress.
I
Okay,
couldn't
we
find it
gotta go.
online.
I'm gonna
But-
National Treasure 4, except they go and try to find that sex tape.
Ooh, you don't want to.
I know y'all love National
Yeah,
Treasure.
I don't know if you want to open that box of worms.
We were supposed to
Fuck,
be
that's
wrapping
good,
it up,
though.
not fire, not getting started. But that kind of what I mean. Technically speaking, that could be what the third National Treasure was set to be about, because the second one's all about the secret book of the presidents, and at the end they ask him like to give him information from. They ask Ben Gates like, "Hey, we need some info from the book to use to figure out some stuff," and everybody assumes it's aliens, but it could be sex tapes. We don't know.
True.
That's just as compelling.
It's up to the.
I mean,
viewer.
evidently.
Yeah.
Choose your own adventure.
But getting back to the fight, the thing about JFK being on meth, though, is like it evened him out, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like he was, but he did go through withdrawal. So if it's a like withdrawal JFK, maybe he's got a little bit more of that that wild side. You don't know exactly what he's going to do.
Well, plus
And I think that might shake Lincoln.
he was in Korea, wasn't he? Or was that Grenada? The 50s? I think it was Korea.
Yeah.
So he was getting whatever the hell that they were giving them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go JFK. I
Yeah.
think.
I'm going all in on JFK.
I
30K right now.
4K.
Put it up.
See, I'm a little torn still because the Country Strong thing has me still leaning Lincoln, but
Yeah.
the Purple Heart thing wants me to take JFK.
Well,
Yeah.
also, I think it would honestly be tough to shake Lincoln, though, because, I mean, when the Union was at war with itself, he was the guy.
I'm gonna go with Lincoln, not to go against everybody, but I think that he's got the height, he's got the reach
That's
at
true.
6'4". He's got the country strength, and he was from a bit of a different era. He lived a bit of a grittier life, I would assume,
That's true.
and you can't sleep on grit. Never sleep on grit. So that's my take. I'm looking up more facts about the similarities of their death right now.
It's a little more
yeah.
even if you give Lincoln like an old-fashioned Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
There was cocaine
Well, then,
in that.
then they're basically on the same
Yeah.
thing. So you have two drugged up presidents getting into the ring with each other, and who's going to come home with it?
What president wasn't drugged up, though?
I
They're all war criminals. Who cares?
love that. I love it. I love that. Oh man.
Which war criminal comes out on top?
War criminal battle royale.
I'd pay to see that.
There
I
is
guess.
some
Oh,
weird
yeah.
stuff, and this is not at all being fact checked by me, but just stuff on the list. Like the officer who detained John Wilkes Booth's name was like something Baker,
Yeah.
and the guy who detained Lee Harvey Oswald's last name was also Baker.
I know it goes like super deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's one of those that's like there's so much hidden in
Yeah.
the rabbit hole.
yeah, like this one. I mean, and these ones are, but this one says Booth ran from a theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater.
Yeah. Like that kind of stuff. There's like a whole big list of that. I heard.
I know there was like they say like there's like 3 shooters on the JFK one.
Yeah.
It's the theory.
The magic bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lincoln was sitting in box number 7 of Ford's theater when he was killed. Kennedy was riding in the car number 7 in a Lincoln car made by Ford Motor Company.
7.
I don't know.
777, baby.
Yeah. Perfect.
It all lines up. I think I'm gonna lock in JFK also because of the drugs. You can't mess with that. I think that even if Lincoln is able to maintain his composure, JFK just go wild on him and like
Absolutely
really
feral.
throw him off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feral's a great word for it. I think that's exactly what we
Border-
would see out of John in this
Borderline
one.
rabid in that sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people that listen know that I always height to me is such an important thing in a fight, like having reach and being taller than the other person.
Is that
Gives you-
because you're tall?
No,
I think it might be.
it's
Just
because
'cause
I've
height's
seen people
important to me
fight.
and I'm
Yeah.
short. So I could climb.
Yeah.
I could climb somebody and.
Well, it just
do some
depends
work.
on if somebody knows how to fight or not.
Yeah, yeah.
I honestly don't think that anybody knows how to fight. Like,
See, I've heard an opposite take recently that it's street fighting now is more like dangerous than it used to be because more people know how to fight because
Yeah.
of the popularity of like
UFC and stuff.
mixed martial arts and shit like that.
Maybe
Well,
that's
even like
true.
watching World Star shit.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Just throw bombs. Just stand in there and throw bombs. You'll be fine. That's my advice to everybody.
But like,
Just take them.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Take the first 5 hits.
If you gotta
You'll
eat
be
one,
fine.
if you gotta eat one to be able to give one, then you just have to be able to hit harder than they do. I say that all the time. Like if you ever have to fight more than one person, like the first punch you throw better be so fucking hard that you have time to like deal with the second person before the first one's ready to get back up.
I just think that nobody really.
Not that we condone violence.
But I don't think that anybody just really like looks good in a street fight. Like most of the time, most of the time when just 2 random guys are going against each other, they both look like sloppy assholes, and like they're just kind
People
of
are usually
flinging
drunk.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. The one video I did see though was of this guy showed up to like his girlfriend's work or something and like suplexed a guy twice.
Yeah, I did see
You
that.
see that?
In a
I was
casual fight?
Ari
Yeah.
Gold
Yeah.
style.
And
It
that
was,
was actually awesome.
It was they looked like they were wearing like a construction job.
They
or
might have been
something.
working in an Amazon warehouse.
It was something like that where they
Yeah.
got like the vests.
Yeah.
And like the girl brought her boyfriend because somebody was talking shit to her or whatever. And then her boyfriend got his ass beat twice, and then
see it.
they just got in the car and went home. I would love to hear that conversation. On the way home. Like he drove all the way to her work to get his ass beat twice.
You ever seen
and
the
then
movie?
drive
Have you ever
home.
seen the movie Homefront with Jason Statham?
I don't believe I have.
I think in my middle
Have you
school.
seen
Not
clips
even
of it?
clips, no.
Okay.
You've never seen it, Andy?
No.
It's like he was like a former like undercover cop in this huge drug ring, and he gets out, moves away. Long story short, turns out there's like some bad people in this rural town that he moved to get away with his daughter. But one of the very first scenes is his daughter, because he taught his daughter's like 7 years old, but he taught her how to protect herself, whatever. So this bully takes her hat at like one of her first days at school, and the daughter beats shit out of this fat, chubby bully kid. And so he gets called to the school to pick up his daughter, and the bully's parents get called to the school. And when they're walking out of like the principal's office going back to their cars, the wife of the fat little kid tells the husband, like, you can't let like that girl disrespect our son like that. Like, you got to go say something to the dad. So he like walks up behind the dad as the dad's trying to get in the car and like goes to sucker him, and Jason Statham just beats the fuck out of him, like drops him on his back, puts him in some type of chokehold. And in the car ride home, the wife's like saying to her husband, like, you are such a pussy, like smoking her cig, being all like nasty. But yeah, that's what I made me
Being
think
all
of.
nasty.
Well, because they were like meth heads. That's the point of the
sure.
movie. Yeah.
The point of the movie is
Yeah.
meth heads, JFK style meth heads.
Yep.
Batista
True.
bombing each other.
Yeah.
Dude, when in that video he like legitimately pulled a wrestling move on that guy.
Yeah.
And
That's
it was
impressive.
It was pretty crazy. Like, I'm sure that guy got a lot of respect. But yeah, nobody, if there's a situation like that where it is like a girlfriend or a wife, man, I feel like every guy is going into like, yeah, don't worry, I got this. Like, don't even worry about it. Thinking like she'll be blowing me in no time. All I got to do is show up and mess with this guy, and then bam.
Yeah.
They're
You
just
get
thinking about that, and then you get
suplexed.
suplexed. Yeah,
Thrice.
thrice, not once or twice, but thrice.
You let a man
thrice.
suplex you 3 times.
Yeah, how do you not know the suplex is coming at that point? That's the thing. I was saying, like, if you're
can't stop
fighting,
it, man.
if you're fighting a complete stranger and they randomly pull out some fucking like kickboxing shit on you, you're toast. But if you go to
Well-
fight somebody multiple times, you already knew the move they used the first time. You have to at least, at the very least, be prepared to defend that exact same move.
Yes,
The way
you
to
gotta
go-
grab people. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The way to go too is if somebody sets up a fight for you, do not take that shit because you're gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Because the person setting up that fight knows that they'd get their ass beat too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, yo, come beat this dude's ass real quick.
That's
Right.
something that I wish I could have been alive to experience. I feel like back in like the 70s through the 90s, there was a lot of like, meet me behind the school at 3 p.m.
Right.
and there'd be like a crowd of people and 2 kids like going at it just to go home
Yeah.
and get their mouth washed out by soap by their mother. Like,
now it's just
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna call you the N-word on Fortnite.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the
Now
needle
they
spot.
just make burner accounts and tweet nasty shit about you.
That's the thing too. It's like, it's so weird because I've recently noticed just an influx of those kind of like accounts or whatnot.
Burner accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just the
Well-
accounts that are like, I'm a shitty person and I need everyone else to know that I'm shitty.
Yeah.
Just spreading negativity and like
Yeah.
ignorance on the
That shit
internet.
happens on TikTok all the time, which is amazing because you could just delete people's comments.
Yeah.
That shit's awesome.
Yeah, that you can post a video on TikTok and not allow any comments.
Yeah. Well, you could even go through and like just delete
Yeah.
everyone's.
You can do that on
has
Instagram. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can delete. I delete people's comments on Instagram all the time on my own pictures, like my friends' comments, even if they're not mean at all. If I'm just like, that's not like,
Yeah.
even if it is funny, I'm like, nah, you don't get to be
This is
funny
not
for
the
that.
place to
Yeah,
advertise.
Yeah,
Come city.
yeah, exactly.
Can do that. They got
Yeah.
enough radio commercials.
Twitter needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter is
I wish I could delete other people's tweets.
Twitter is
the
Tumblr
thing
part
about
two.
the thing about certain like Twitter comments though, and a big one that I refer to here is like the Buffalo Sabres. Like I can be so like having such a bad day, sad and upset in my feels, and I'll just go on Twitter and see what the Sabres tweeted recently, and I'll just read everything that people replied to it. And I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm so happy again.
The Canucks, dude.
Yeah. People.
I was a lifelong Sabres fan, and now this move, I'm officially done.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like people, it's the Sabres. Oh, the poor Sabres, man. Actually, I feel worse for whoever runs like the social media, like marketing stuff or whoever even deals with their accounts, because they virtually get death threats every single day.
Yeah, it's just the same thing every single day for them.
Yeah. They
It's
tweet
like
something
Groundhog
and
Day.
everybody's like, why the fuck are you tweeting shit? Like, why not try to
Yeah.
get better at hockey? Again, no shit, man.
Yeah.
I hope they're getting paid well.
Yeah. Seriously, they have to be. There's no way that you could do that job without.
Yeah, some of the people are just brutal on that.
What do you think the turnover is for running the Sabres Twitter?
Probably high. But I will say that the Sabres probably have get some of the most interactions out of any like sports franchise in the world, because every single Sabres fan has like tweet notifications on, and whenever they tweet anything, like, this is the stupidest fucking tweet I've ever seen. It's instant. I'll literally see a tweet posted from 49 seconds. It'll have 12 replies, and they'll all be like, go fuck yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
You know what makes me really mad, though, is when you see those tweets of, like, Burger King trying to be, like, a person and, like,
Yeah,
Wendy's. You know
replying
what
to
I
people.
mean? That freaks me out, because that's kind of like, that's another step in, like, the whole corporate takeover. I don't even know, but
Becoming-
I know
you
what
know,
you're talking
you know what I'm
about.
talking about when they.
Yeah.
I can't even
DM
think of a good
people and shit.
example.
Like
There's
during
like
Pride
horny,
Month,
yeah.
like the biggest joke was like like all those companies that like fake
They
fake
they
their
just make like a
support.
rainbow
Oh my God.
logo, and
Yeah.
they're like, "We did it." But
They're like, oh
Yeah, dude, wasn't
yes,
that
we're a part of it.
Or like when people
And then
people
July
on there
1st.
They're like, yeah,
done, forget it.
Revert.
Middle of the country, please love us. But like when people get, you can start eating us again. But when people, I'll see somebody like, oh my gosh, Wendy's and Burger King are like tweeting at each other, like they're like throwing shade at each other. That drives me. These are not people. These are not people.
Yeah,
These
Do you
are,
guys want some hate comments on this video?
there's man.
Josh Allen is way better than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is
yeah.
going to have a terrible 2021 season, and he's just going to fall off. The proof's all there. Do your own research.
Dude. Yeah,
I don't even think
we've
that's.
been
I
there.
actually don't think that's the first time that's been said on this
It's
podcast.
not. We
So-
did get comments
I
about
watched
it.
that clip.
Yeah, and people.
That's
some
your guys'
people
like
didn't
most
like it.
watched clip. Is
That's
that?
that's one of them. That's a big one. People didn't like that, but that's okay because you can't stop the truth. We're all gonna see it.
I never understood people like just getting. I mean, I love sports. I love the Bills. I watch every single fucking game, but it's like I'm not gonna sit there and defend my hometown team to the death on Twitter.
Oh, see, I'm the exact opposite. My opinion is that if you're like, and there's two different sides to this, but like, if you're a sports fan, that's like, and I'm not saying you can't be a real fan of a team and not be like this, but if you're not a real fan of a team and you make like comments like that, then you just sound stupid. But if you are a real fan of a team and you make a comment to defend your own team to the death, I'm like, you can't even be mad at it, because like passion in that sense makes you say ridiculous things. So it's
Yeah.
like, defend it. But I also don't have a problem with like what you're saying, like being realistic about shit. But that would be like me not saying that for the past 23 years that I've been alive, that the Bills were going to go to the Super Bowl. Like, why would I not say that at the beginning of every season?
I mean, it's awesome. Like, people could do whatever the fuck they want, but it's sort of the same thing when you see like a stan of like somebody like defending them to the death,
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's just
Like a Baker Mayfield Twitter account. Yeah,
Just some shit like that, or, like,
tweeting
even an
who's better,
artist.
Baker Mayfield or Josh Allen, like retweeting like,
I
and it's
don't
like Baker Mayfield has 40,000 more likes than Josh Allen does,
Yeah.
but it's a fucking Baker Mayfield Twitter account.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think
Run
is
by
going to
some
happen?
At the end of the day, it doesn't like matter.
Yeah.
Like, whatever some random ass dude with like a Lamar Jackson Twitter profile picture says about Josh Allen, like it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like we obviously know where our team's at, and
Yeah, the rest of the world can suck it.
pretty much,
Yeah, Bills
you
versus
know,
everybody.
just get pucks in deep, pucks on
Yeah.
net.
Yeah. Well,
We played a really good team. They're a really good team out there, and you know, you just got to get the right bounces.
yeah. You need bounces. That was the perfect interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said that. I've said those exact words before, I'm pretty sure.
That's
Yeah,
a
and then you're
great.
good. Then you grab a Bud Light and you walk off stage and you're like, I'm good to go.
There's nothing funnier than like somebody doing like a fake post game interview. I love those. Like Letterkenny did a bunch of them. You guys ever watch
Well,
those?
that's
Yeah.
what that one's from.
Yeah. Okay.
The
That's-
pucks in deep, pucks
yeah.
on net.
Yeah.
That's
And,
that's how hockey players actually talk, though. Have you
Oh
ever
my
seen
God.
like TikToks of guys doing like post game interviews of them going to Target with their wife or something like that? That shit cracks me up. Have you ever seen those, Andy?
No, that
Yeah,
sounds
it was
So we have to
hilarious.
look those up.
It was that one dude. I forgot his name. Isn't it like Josh or something? He got really big from Pat McAfee, and he used to do like all the different impressions of like John Gruden or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
he
don't
used
know.
to-
Oh,
he
that
used to do
guy
that.
with he's got like blonde hair, right? That guy?
Yeah, because he used to
yeah.
do like first date post game interviews and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, well, look, I think we should wrap it up. We'll let
I'm
you guys
ready
get
to
out of here.
Double wrap it up.
Proud of you, buddy.
Well, the problem with that is then the friction is like. All right,
No.
ready, Andrew?
Oh, God, there's no way we're gonna wait. What? What
Oh,
are we
I don't.
doing?
I don't want to touch your hand.
You son of a
Yikes.
bitch.
Yikes. Holy fuck.
We appreciate you
That was
guys tuning
cold.
in to
Those
the last
puppies have
episode
been
of Two in
sweating,
the Cooler.
guaranteed.
Yeah, that's true. They sweat a lot. I got the things. I got
Yeah.
the
No. Hey,
filter.
listen. You're putting in a lot of work over there. Bright lights. You know.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, the new Space Jam is crazy. I know we're wrapping it up, but
I haven't seen it.
I
Did
watched
you watch
it.
on
Is
HBO?
it,
The
is it
whole-
as bad as everyone says?
well, the whole thing hinges on LeBron being a terrible dad, which is kind of
That's real bad.
which is pretty funny, but it's
That
weird
one
to
of the-
watch.
I think that a lot of people hate it just because so many people are so anti-LeBron. Like they're just like
yeah, and there's like
because
a lot
I
of
did
people
see,
like
and
the
I
first Space
listen.
Jam.
I'm not somebody who defends things on the internet, but I did see somebody tweet like, "Yo, like Space Jam is a children's movie. Like,
Yeah.
all you 40-year-olds that are talking shit about it, like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's for kids." It's like,
True.
okay, I guess I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff like that where it's
Yeah.
just like, you don't have to give your opinion on it.
yeah,
That's true.
It's
No.
like you're allowed to, but
yeah. Well, that's the thing is that Twitter has made it so that you can actually give your opinion on anything,
Yeah.
which is a very controversial thing. Because
mm,
does everybody need to be able to give their opinion on everything, Andrew?
Probably no, not everybody
probably
should be
not.
talking.
All
Not
right.
everybody should be talking.
Vote for the Who Would Win of the Week
Oh yeah.
on Friday on our Instagram, and then check out if you're interested. If you think, I don't know, maybe Lincoln's got a chance over JFK, join Andrew 4 p.m. on Fridays on Clubhouse, Andrew Canada. And that's all I got to say. Thank you guys so much for coming
Yeah,
on.
we appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Hope you had
thanks
a
for
good
having
time.
us.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
you enjoyed
thank
your
you.
time with us.
This was sick.
Yeah, so you got do some plugs. So you're
yeah.
on Instagram at Ivy League TV. Is Twitter the same?
Ivy League CLTV is Twitter, Instagram, TikTok,
Oh, yeah, we're on TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, yeah.
is the
YouTube's
same.
Ivy League Collective.
Yeah,
Yep.
where you can watch those vlogs.
Yep. He is.
Do you want to do your plug?
Oh, sure.
I don't.
Clarence Tompkins on Instagram. All one word. Tim Calks on Twitter. TIMCALKS. Same thing on TikTok and whatnot. I got a new 2 songs out now, Voices and Help. Listen to them. They're on your favorite streaming platform.
They're on Deezer.
Yeah.
They are, I think.
They're on D's Nuts. Got them. Yours?
Holy shit. Yeah, Ivy League CLTV is the Ivy League brand. Which camera should I be looking at?
Whichever one you really
Camera
feel
two.
like doing.
I like camera redacted.
Give him a zoom in.
I can't zoom.
Give him an effect.
Yeah, come on, make me blurry.
Yeah, auto-tune his ass.
Yeah, come on. No, Ivy League Salo TV for Ivy League. At Salo the Boy for my Twitter and my Instagram for my solo music. Geez, I don't know what else. Yeah, Ivy League Collective on YouTube for all my main stuff.
New Ivy League album coming soon.
Oh,
Is it really?
yeah, we've been working on one since March.
Yep. We're gonna leave it at that.
Oh, that was sneaky. I like that a lot.
You guys have at least one live show coming around, right?
That
Yep.
one's iffy, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's-
Oh, it is. No.
There's
we,
like,
don't have to
yeah,
talk about
He's
it.
in his
We
own
don't have to talk about
Dropbox,
it.
so he doesn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, we put the
Yeah.
leaflet in there.
Well, man, thank you guys again for coming on. Hope you had a good time. I'm really big fans of both of you guys, so it was cool getting to talk to you. I appreciate you coming in here.
I appreciate
Appreciate
being
that.
here. I love this podcast, so
Oh,
it's
thank you.
exciting.
Appreciate that.
All right, thanks everybody for listening, Matthew.
I love you.
All right, take care, everybody. Let's get out of here.